It is December 18th, 9:38 p.m. And I just got back from Harry's. My glasses are wet because it's raining outside. Um, and me and Harry dueled for the first time with our constructed decks in Magic the Gathering. 60 card decks. It's the first time I really made a deck that wasn't in a draft. And it worked out well. Harry really had me beat for a while. I was continuing to heal, so I kept, staying up there, but I wasn't getting any monsters, and his monsters were quickly duplicating. He had like a homunculus something. It was a 2/2 monster, and whenever he drew his second card of the turn, that monster would make a copy of itself. And it quickly just exponentially started copying itself. Like one turn, he got 8 more of those creatures. It was insane. And he was really outpacing me. And if he chose to attack and I couldn't block, I would have died. And he did one at one point where he hit me for 10 damage. I was at 20, he hit me for 10. And if he hit me again, I would have been done. But I had one card in my hand that I drew at the start of the game. And let me see if I can find it here. It was the card that saved me. I couldn't play it for a while until I got the right amount of mana. But my last turn, or second to last turn, I got the right amount of mana. And I was finally able to play this card. Rise to the Dark Realms. Rise of the Dark Realms. And it lets you put all the creatures from your opponent's graveyard and your graveyard on the battlefield under your control. So I got all of his old creatures that I killed before or sent away. And I was finally able to amass an army that was similar to his army that he made. And I had a lot of his creatures that had flying and death touch, which at the moment he didn't have any flying creatures. And so he chose to attack me with everything he had. And I blocked with Death Touch for the monsters that I really wanted to get rid of. And then on my next turn, I attacked with everything. And I had been chipping away at him. And I was finally able to beat him. I did exactly as much damage as I needed to do to kill him. And it's all thanks to this card. And so I'm going to keep track of the cards that I win with. The ones that hit right. And this is one of them. I've also decided I'm not going to... This is probably sacrilegious, but I'm not going to... I probably talked about this already. I'm not going to sleeve these because I want to be able to play with them. I want to be able to feel them and use them, and I'm not going to try to sell them. Someday, I'm sure I will, when I'm not playing anymore. But until then, I want to be able to enjoy them. They're mine. I should use them, I feel the same way about this table. I try not to care too much about what the table's like because it's a table. It's meant to be used, It's got scuff marks. It's got marker lines on it. It's got chips in it. And I think I like it that way. It keeps me from being overprotective of a lot of my things. And I guess I learned that a while ago from Casey Neistat, that YouTuber dude. He said the same thing, that once he buys new stuff, he kind of ruins it right away so that he doesn't have to have that feeling of, oh, I got to take care of this, And I like that. I'm going to take care of these, of course, but I'm going to bend them if I have to, to shuffle, to riffle shuffle. Anyway, what happened today? That's what I'm supposed to be talking about. Nothing. I do have a lot more creative control at work. They asked me to make 2 designs of my own, which is nice, because previously I'd just been upgrading someone's person before me's designs. But I'm making my own, and that feels good. the week is going to go by quick. I think I'm going to my parents for dinner tomorrow. And the last episode of Dan to Dan's out, so I'm going to watch that tomorrow. And might play more Magic with Harry and Erica on Saturday. We planned to hang out with Pete. Me and Andrew hang out with Pete and do Pokemon, but I don't think he's going to be free. But we'll find time for that. I think that's it. Didn't do anything else today except be excited for that. Well, I ate some tuna salad. Poor man's tuna salad. I have expired mayonnaise and expired mustard, and I had a can of tuna and a jar of olives. And I just mixed it all together, and it tasted okay. I don't feel sick, but I don't think the mayo and the mustard should stick around long. I think they're 3 months old. They expired in September. But, yeah. And then we got chicken sandwiches at Harry's. And before that, I did try a bowl of ramen that I got. Here's something I can talk about. I wanted to get food because Harry said he was going to eat his own dinner. So I went to the corner store, and the corner store on Passyunk, I think it's called like Charlie's Friendly Convenience Store or something like that. And I got this ramen and tteokbokki in a bowl. It looked good on the picture. I bought it, and I was talking to the guy. I was looking at all the candy. I guess the owner, maybe not the owner, but somebody works there. And I was looking at all the candy. I was like, man, you had a lot of options, because it was a lot. Like, the most I've seen in any shop, it was long. And he said something like, yeah, I'm trying to make as much money as I can as fast as possible. And I really appreciated him just being honest about it like that. That was cool. And what else? And I paid for the food, and he said, if you need anything, that I don't have, let me know and I'll get it for you. I was like, yeah, man, I'll come back more often. I feel like that's a cool shop. And I don't know what his reasons are for getting a lot of money. It might not just be that he wants to be successful. He might have reasons. English wasn't his first language. I don't know. It might be scary to be in America, before Trump becomes president again. I don't know. I have no clue if that has anything to do with it, but I'll go back. And then I ate the ramen tteokbokki at Harry's place, and I opened it, and it was like 5 little rice tubes, and this much, like a ball, this much of ramen. It was nothing. And sauce. But I made it, and it was pretty good, but it was not enough food, so we ended up ordering anyway. And their dog's doing okay. He got surgery, but he seems to be doing better. It was just really fun dueling. Took a while. It was like over an hour long, I think. But very cool. Anyway, I think that's it. Yep. Cat.